Welcome to Prestige Worldwide, the podcast, a weekly battle of wits, debating everything from horseshoes to hand grenades, all for the privilege to be called right. And now, your hosts, Bobo and Travis.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Prestige Worldwide, the podcast. I'm your host, Bobo, and with me is my co-host, Travis.
Hey, guys.
How we doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm fired up this week.
You are?
I'm pumped, man.
All right.
I'm feeling pretty good. I was at the gym today doing some sled pushes, some sled pulls.
That's
leg day.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm real jacked up, ready to go, ready to rock and roll.
I didn't have time to do any kind of exercise today.
Well, I'll pause right now if you want to do a couple push-ups, a couple shups.
I have my bike, my exercise bike back here.
It's currently holding a blanket on it. Helps sound dampening, but...
Yes, well, but it was out here before. I like to play GTA while I ride the bike.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that picture we had. We'll post this on the website. When Hare broke up with his girlfriend, and the only furniture in his living room was the exercise bike.
Pepper Farm remembers. Yes.
I remember. And he's just sitting in the middle of this empty living room on an exercise bike playing Xbox. God, I got write a note. Let me get that picture because that is one of the best pictures I've ever seen. We'll blur his face out if he really cares that much. But the picture is just so funny. It's just big empty living room. He's just on an exercise bike playing Xbox.
Yeah, no, and the thing about it is, I mean, I ride the bike because I need exercise, obviously. Look at me. But I found that playing GTA passes the time the quickest.
You love that game still.
I do. I love that game, and I can keep up a good pace while I'm riding.
It gets you all pumped when you're trying to carjack. You just
no, the
get
more
a good sweat breaking.
No, the more shit I do that. Like if I was trying to play it like a COD type game, Call of Duty. If I was trying to play that, I couldn't do it. That would take too much concentration, and I couldn't.
Oh, because you can't pedal then.
Yeah.
So when you're just cruising, listening to West Coast classics.
Yeah, basically, or else I'm doing some like daily activities or whatever. But yeah, but I didn't get to do that today because we're recording, and I had to go to the grocery store and make dinner, and then we did this. But that's okay. I'm not complaining. You know why? Because I love it.
You know what I think of now that you said the exercise bike in GTA?
What's that?
If you're in first person mode and you're just driving, I think of that scene in Dumb and Dumber where Lloyd is just moving his arms and he's like, "What are you doing? It feels like you're running at incredible speed, Harry."
Well, if I was on an actual bike in GTA, it would just be a simulator then.
You should just do that. There you go.
I don't think that's going to pass the time then.
Whatever. Who gives a shit? All right. So, welcome back. Hopefully the audio is a little better this episode. Thanks for bearing with us. The first episode, you might notice that whenever I get very animated, my voice distorts a little bit. We kind of had the levels. We were too jacked up. Even the levels were too jacked up for the first episode. So, we're working the kinks out. Yeah. Bear with us.
I don't think anybody noticed. So,
well, if they did, let's do it again. Get us the plays, all right?
Now that
go back.
Now that you pointed it out,
send us some notes.
Any other shortcomings you want to point out?
Actually, yes. So I decided that I mess up a lot. Let's be honest. My whole life is one giant fuck up. So in honor of that, we're making a new segment.
Okay,
and it's going to be at the beginning of shows where I revisit what I said wrong on the previous week's episode.
Corrections, edits,
and things I just plain fucked up.
Right.
All right, so here we go. Things that I messed up.
Okay.
Number one.
I
refer to the biopic movie about Queen that they're making as a movie about Bohemian Rhapsody. No,
okay.
Bohemian Rhapsody is just a song by Queen. The movie will actually be about the band Queen, not the song Bohemian Rhapsody.
I think you're getting a little nitpicky, but okay.
Well, when I said it, it sounds ridiculous. It sounds like I think the band is called Bohemian Rhapsody.
I'm comfortable letting people think that you do.
Okay, number two. I'm not sure this is a correction, however. Bobo explains. I feel like I need to justify myself here.
I like how we're going third person.
Yes, Bobo, that's me. Hi, guys. Explains the entire history of the WCW. But plot twist, I'd never actually watched any WCW. One day I was just reading a Wikipedia rabbit hole, just fell down it and read all about the WCW.
Now you're just trying to make yourself look not as douchey as...
I am.
Yeah.
I just want people to know, when I know all about that, I actually I've not watched WCW wrestling. I don't really know anything about it other than what I've read on the internet and Wikipedia.
He can also name every song Nickelback wrote.
Well, they were all on Wikipedia too. So whatever. Number three. I referred to my Facebook privacy group as General Pop in the same episode when talking about Slave Jim and Huckleberry Finn. I found that kind of offensive, so I'm sorry.
All right, well, that's fine.
Okay. I just don't pick up on that. So Number 4, you might not have realized this. We explain about the descriptions on iTunes being censored as bullshit without realizing that this will be a problem in the new podcast as well.
Yes. Right. So
we're fucking dumb.
Well,
still a problem. You know how I knew it was a problem? Right after we hit stop on the episode and we decided to name the episode and we're going to name it Fuck Censorship, and then we decided, we can't do that because it will censor it on iTunes. So the episode title is Frick Censorship.
That's it.
Again, iTunes fucking us, even with the new name. Why'd we change the name? Now I don't even know because it seems pointless.
Well, it's easier to get around it now. I mean, Frick Censorship, man.
Last and probably least, it's Turner Broadcasting Station, not Turner Broadcasting Network. I tried to combine TBS and TNT into one giant conglomerate mashup name, whatever. But it's Turner Broadcasting Station.
All right.
TBS, not TBN.
Please let us know if you cared about any of those, because my guess is no.
Well, I'm just saying things we messed up
I
on.
understand, but I think it goes along with the kind of the spirit of this podcast that we are not factually correct in most cases.
No, man, we shoot from the hip.
That's right. Yes,
spray and pray.
I mean, we're
just like we play Call of Duty.
Listen, man, if we've learned anything in this past election season, is facts are what you want them to be, and not what facts are.
I thought you were going to say optional. I was going to agree wholeheartedly with that.
I'll go with facts are optional.
Facts are optional.
Sure,
but statements and grandstanding is mandatory if you want to win.
Oh, absolutely.
Welcome to Trump's America.
I applaud you.
All
right. So yeah, let's get into today's topic.
Today's topic. This is one that, spur of the moment, I was reading some stuff on Facebook.
Okay.
And I've come to the conclusion that people just share way too much shit on Facebook.
This is not a new conclusion.
No, but it was lately for me when I was reading about a friend of mine, and he's having some medical issues.
Okay.
And he's constantly posting about them in graphic detail about like what's happening with his life on a basically hour-to-hour basis while he's in the hospital and all this stuff and all the tests they're running.
Right.
And it got to the point where I'm reading this and it's like walls of text.
Right.
And I'm nothing about, I love this guy. So let's not get out there like I'm trying to, berate him. I'm like, he's a cool guy and I like him a lot. But it just seems like stuff that you wouldn't want the whole fucking world to know. It seems very private. And I feel that the barriers of privacy are being torn down, not by Trump's America, as you might feel, but they're being torn down by ourselves, by our need to feel like we need to put everything on a goddamn Facebook.
And for me, this type of sharing is a foreign concept to me, because I got to be honest with you. If I'm having some sort of medical difficulty, if I'm in the hospital, if I have anything graphic going on enough to where it may give you some pause, I'm not worried about posting about it. I'm worried about getting it fixed or whatever, whatever's going on. My first inclination is not, let's put this up on Twitter for everybody to read about.
Right, exactly. So,
in fact, that kind of embarrasses me.
Right.
I don't want to put up, whatever's going on. I mean, like, good or bad. For me, I don't post a whole lot of shit.
No, you don't post very much.
So that, but then maybe it's just because I lead a boring life. But I don't know.
That's true.
I don't care. I don't think other people care about what I'm saying.
I do not.
Case in point. See, I know. I will be quiet online.
Yeah, be quiet now. I got some things to say. No, but
oh no.
I honestly, if it wasn't for dog showing,
right,
I would delete Facebook at this point. But unfortunately, the way that whole world works is a lot of stuff gets shared through Facebook, the dog show world,
right.
Wins and stuff and what's going on. And it's too important to me to delete Facebook for that. But outside of that, I've basically stopped using Facebook.
Yeah. I mean, I still like it is with less frequency at this point, but I still like the aspect of, there's an archive of pictures where I can see.
Yes, I do like that.
I like that. Yes. Plus, it is amazing or not amazing, but it's great for
maze balls.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. It is great for doing a social event of some sort.
Oh, absolutely. Facebook events were still
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to go back to Evite.
Oh man, I remember Evite days.
Yeah. Oh, I
remember.
I still get them. I still get them from friends. It's ridiculous.
Do you really?
Oh yeah.
You have friends that still use evite.com or whatever.
Yes.
Are you fucking serious?
There are 2 annual parties that I go to. 2 different people.
Okay.
That send them out. Oh, 3 annual parties.
In your email.
In my email.
It's 2003.
Right.
That is ridiculous. Do they send them from AOL.com email addresses?
No.
Hotmail?
No. I believe they're both Gmails.
Wow. That's the... If it was AOL.com email address, maybe I give them a pass. It's probably just your grandmother having the annual Thanksgiving dinner.
Now, but I will, in their defense, these are both long-standing annual events.
Okay.
All of them. So
that they couldn't have on Facebook.
That they probably they just got used to it. Everything's probably... I've never used an Evite, so I don't know how that shit works. But maybe there's some sort of setting. It's just like, hey, you have a party again this year? Just go ahead and set it out. Maybe
okay.
It has all the email addresses?
I bet you these 2 people are on Facebook, are they not?
They are.
Listen, you need to have a sit down with them. This is intervention time.
This is an intervention?
You need to walk in there. You need to kick down the door and be like, listen, so we've been friends for a while, and I've been getting these Evites from you for a long time. But I see you're on Facebook, and you're aware that Facebook has this thing called events. And you can make this event on Facebook without having to act like you're in the stone age of the internet still. Because you're embarrassing yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, let them know that they're embarrassing themselves. I mean, yes.
Sure. I don't know.
If I sent you an Evite to a party, you'd ignore it. You wouldn't think it's real. You'd think I got hacked. You would call me up and be like, Bobo, I think your email got hacked.
I would do it because I wouldn't expect it from you.
Right.
From them, it's just...
Because I'm not embarrassing like that.
But from them, it's just the normal. Like, it's just the... It is...
That doesn't make it acceptable. All right? Let's talk about that.
The norm makes
The norm does not make it acceptable.
All right. Well, that's fine.
Okay, good. I just want to get that out there. So, but anyways, if you haven't gathered, this week's episode is about oversharing on social media. I was going to say that earlier, and we got sidetracked. Sorry.
Yeah, well, did that... Yeah, okay. I was going to say, did that not just go without saying?
It did. Yeah. But so, again, let's go back to the whole point here. The medical stuff.
Yeah.
Why? Overshare. People do this not just with medical stuff. Some people that want to put their whole lives on Facebook.
Right.
And now I was reading an article about how Facebook can cause depression because when you see other people's posts, they only post like the highlights of their life. Like, hey, they're on vacation. They show these cool pictures. They went to a cool wedding. They're showing you all these cool pictures.
Sure.
They're taking pictures of all these meals they're eating in all these restaurants. That's a thing now. Putting them on Instagram, all the food they're eating.
I've done that. Sure.
Right. And all you post are the positive stuff. So when you read these Facebook posts, you're like, man, everyone is doing great. All my friends are at these parties and they're eating all this nice food and they all got promotions at their job and they're getting married. And I'm just sitting fucking here watching football on Thursday night because I don't have any friends to hang out with.
Wow. Listen, if you're spending that much time on Facebook that you're getting depressed over looking at your friends.
It's a thing. People are studying it now.
That's fucking insane.
But you know what? I want to be one of those contributing factors. When I post on Facebook, I post only my highlights. And I'm only talking about the top of the mountain highlights.
Yeah.
If it's like, I had a meal and it was pretty good, I don't even post that. It has to be, I had the best meal of my goddamn life. Cap, exclamation point.
Right.
I want you to feel like a real piece of shit when you read my posts.
Yeah.
Like, you thought you were doing good, and you stumble on Bobo's Facebook, and you're like, holy shit.
So
my life does suck. So
your barometer when it comes to posting on Facebook is how depressed this will make somebody.
Yes.
If it'll make them really depressed, then it's going on there.
I'm basically a Facebook one-upper without knowing it.
Without knowing it?
I don't know what you're posting, but I'm sure I'm doing better than that.
Okay.
That's how I treat my posting on Facebook.
And it shows.
It does show. Every picture of me, I have the thumbs up with the smiles, and I'm, sitting on a beach somewhere or anything like that, I'll post. If it's not the best, though, nope, doesn't make the cut.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I rarely post on Facebook or Twitter or anything like that anymore, but it's got to be something really special. Like I was just at a Steelers game a little while ago, and I posted about that, and I posted live video because it was cool because I actually got to get out on the field.
You got to be on the field. You weren't even just at the game. See, if you were just at the game, you wouldn't post that because everyone can go to the fucking game. You got on the goddamn field. And that's the highlight you want to post.
And that's the thing. And that was cool. Like, cause in the moment, like I was, although in the moment I was, while I was walking, like doing stuff, I was able to get out my phone, and I didn't want to just take video because I'm never going to send a video to anybody.
Right.
If I take a video, I'm never going to send it to anybody. But if I post it live, then the people that maybe want to see it, they did see it, and I got some feedback.
I actually watched it for a few seconds,
but I got one taken down.
Oh,
I got an email from Facebook.
Why?
Because as I was walking out onto the field, it was going through like all the shit that they do to warm up the crowd.
Yeah,
and there was music playing.
Yeah,
and because there was copyrighted music in it, they didn't post it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I'm assuming that because I was posting it live, I'm assuming people could have watched it.
Yes.
It just wouldn't let it archive then.
Probably.
Yeah.
That's crazy that they had that kind of... I mean, because obviously there was some kind of system in place to do that automatically.
Dude, and it was quick.
They're not manually reviewing all these videos.
No, it was quick, because, I mean, I don't
know.
Yeah, I got the email, like...
I knew YouTube did that with videos and stuff. I didn't realize Facebook was doing it with their live archives either.
I guess so, because that one was kind of cool, because that was where I was walking through the end zone. And walking kind of around the field.
Little did you know that Danger Zone playing in the background would get your video deleted.
I want to say it was John Bon Jovi.
Danger Zone. Oh, was it
Living on a Prayer?
Living on a Prayer?
I don't know. You know what? I don't remember that. It was kind of a that was such a special experience, and it was kind of a blur. Like,
so special, I don't remember it.
I had
Good job.
I have kind of the first time I went skydiving. It was kind of like that for me. It was kind of it was a lot to take all in, and I the second time was much more.
To be fair though, you don't call it skydiving. What do you call it?
Falling from grace. What do I call it?
You used the term once. I still use it with people.
What?
How am I quizzing you on your own? What you call skydiving?
I don't remember what I called it. I don't know.
You call it jumping out of a perfectly good plane.
Oh, well, yeah, yes.
Which I found hysterical when you told me that the first time.
Yeah, I mean, it is. It's just jumping out of a perfectly good airplane.
Yeah, I find that funny.
Yeah, well, that's,
because when you say it like that, it sounds so goddamn ridiculous what you're doing.
Oh, yeah. Everything in your body is telling you don't do this.
Oh, for good reason.
Yeah, but it's an exhilarating experience, and I recommend it highly.
So he's getting kicked in the nuts. Come over here, bro. Yeah.
I don't think that's exhilarating.
It might be. Let's find out. See, that makes the highlight reel on my Facebook feed when I kick you in the nads.
Hey, maybe it's so exhilarating it makes my Facebook post.
Oh, that'll be a good. We'll see if it makes both of them.
This is special.
Oh, dear Lord.
But anyways.
So again,
we digress.
Well, that's the whole point of this podcast is goddamn digressing. I'm not going to apologize for that. If you don't like that, fucking turn it off right now, motherfuckers, because it ain't going to goddamn stop. But listen, so, my Facebook is like that. I post the tippy top of the A-list stuff, but some people decide to post everything. I mean, like the most depressing shit ever.
I actually have a pretty good filter as far as like ignoring that stuff.
I do not.
Yeah, because you'll bring up stuff. You'll bring up some stuff that people like depressing shit. I'm kind of mystified at like why. Like
someone posts like, oh well, lost my job today.
Yeah.
Didn't show up for work and I got fired. So I'm looking for a job. Everyone's got a job for me, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What? So another one. I don't even know this person that well. It's like a acquaintance sort of thing that I'm not sure they'd ever even know who I was. Was posting about, I guess they were getting divorced, and posting long walls of text about the divorce.
Uh-huh.
I mean, just real personal shit though.
Yep.
And I'm reading this and I'm like, bro, why would you post this stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, if a lawyer sees this, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Number one, you're going to lose out on whatever custody agreement you come to later. I don't know if there were kids. I don't even know if there was kids or not. That's how little I know this person.
Yeah.
But stuff like that, posting about their ex and how, what assets are getting split up.
Yep.
And who's going to live in the home. And I'm like, what? Why does anybody need to know this?
Yep.
Why?
I have a couple old acquaintances that did the same thing. They basically got divorced via Facebook. And I was talking about it with my wife because I went to their pages after they were like, they started going through this.
Uh-huh.
And literally it started, the post started when I think he walked out.
Okay.
And so the wife started posting a bunch of shit and, about him. And literally the day after he walked, or not, I guess it was the day after he walked out, they both had changed their Facebook profile pictures and updated their cover photos. Like, what the fuck? if I ever get divorced from my wife, the first thing that I do is not going to be change my Facebook cover photo or profile picture. That'll
be the third thing you do.
Oh, yeah.
First is call the lawyer.
Yeah.
Second is freeze the assets.
Second is send out.
Third is change the Facebook cover profile.
Yeah, because you got to send up the SOS or the smoke signals, letting all the bitches know I'm back on the market.
Oh, there you go.
You know, but
first is download Tinder. I lied. Change that list.
Yeah, Tinder. Yeah, but I was mystified about just the amount of personal information that they were posting, mainly she was posting about this divorce that I couldn't believe it.
And I get, so something like that, that's it's a tough time in your life. I understand the need to vent. You know, that's why they invented things called a diary. You can post them in private. That's why they invented things like, I don't know, your goddamn friends you can call a bitch to.
Right.
You don't need to, or email your friend, or your mother, or whatever you need to talk to.
Yeah,
your therapist, the diary that doesn't have to go anywhere. You don't need to write it and post it for everybody to see.
Right.
Everybody. Because once it's out there, you can never take it back. It is there forever.
Yeah.
And even if it gets deleted, guess what? Someone's probably screen capped because it was ridiculous.
Oh my God, yeah. I mean, if the ex-husband or whoever, if he was smart enough, he was screenshotting all of it to take to his fucking lawyer.
Absolutely.
But I mean, and to be honest with you, I fault kind of fault the people that reply to it. Like, I mean, there was hundreds of replies. Like,
I don't. Yeah, they're just feeding in the fire.
Yeah.
They're just stoking the flames. You know what I mean?
Like,
it might be probably her close friends that side with her. Obviously, you want to stick by your friend's side, and they're posting like, "I agree with you. I can't believe they would do this," stuff like that. But why? It doesn't do any fucking good.
Yeah, like it just perpetuates the spectacle that this is. If you were getting a divorce, the first thing, and you posted something about it on Facebook, I'm going to text you because it's not for public consumption about what I say to you or what you say to me. Other than on this podcast, but but it's not. It's a private thing. Like I don't know. I don't get it.
I don't understand. So you might have noticed you had a birthday recently.
I did.
Did I text you or post on your Facebook wall?
You text me.
You know why? I don't do the Facebook wall thing. I don't say happy birthday on people's Facebook walls because I think that's just a cry for attention.
I do. I post happy birthday, but those are people that I haven't talked to in a while. If you get a text from me on your birthday, it's because, then
we're tight. All right.
Well, yeah, or like I talk to you, whatever, or I have your number. So maybe some people I don't have their phone number. But yes, my first inclination is to text them.
Right, because again, I don't understand people that live out their friendships publicly like that on Facebook. It might be your best friend that's commenting on your Facebook wall about like this person, like your divorce.
Right.
I understand if I post a funny picture and you comment and say, you post something about the picture,
right.
Like, oh, that was a cool picture, or like, ha ha ha, remember that time when we did this? That's okay.
Right.
When we're talking about real personal deep shit.
Right.
Hey, I'm in the hospital and I have my fucking arm amputated.
Right.
And then you post, hey man, hope you're feeling better soon. Like, why are you living out your personal friendships publicly for everyone to see?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I agree with you on that one. I find it a little bit disingenuous just to post on Facebook. And
that's also why I don't post anything about Ann on Facebook. My wife.
Right.
I hate fucking people. This is a little aside. This is probably okay for most people. But I hate when fucking people post stuff about their significant other on Facebook. All this fucking drippy, sappy, oh, I love you so much to the end of the earth, honey stuff on Facebook publicly so everyone can see it. We don't need to fucking see it. If you're married to him, I hope you fucking feel that way. I assume you already did because you're fucking married still. Yeah. I don't need to see it on a weekly goddamn basis, people.
Well, I mean, in that instance, I think some of those are sweet. I do.
Yeah, one day a year on your anniversary, maybe.
I do. Yes.
And if it's a big one, if it ends in a 5 or a 0, other than that, knock it the fuck off.
Listen. I'll give you a pass on that one because I do think I think public displays of love like that that's okay. I don't have a problem with that.
You fucking softy.
I am. I guess
why don't you watch a Notebook again, you fucking bitch. But here's the thing.
I don't ever do it because I just feel like if I'm
awkward.
If I type something out, A, it's not going to be good enough. B, I'm
so
probably just
cringy.
ripping off
I
somebody
just find
else.
it cringeworthy to read that stuff. Like, okay, like, yeah, I get it. Yeah.
See, I don't. I always find like I said, the sweetness in it. But there's some people that do it. Some people that I know that are on Facebook that actually do it. A lot of the times, and I will say most of the times, it is very eloquently written and it's a very nice little from the heart post, and that's nice. I guess I have trouble expressing those emotions, so I feel awkward about doing it.
I feel awkward reading it, and I feel even more awkward doing it. Yeah. I'm not going to do it.
But you know what though? On your anniversary, your wife put up a very nice post about you. I didn't believe a goddamn word of it.
Oh, I didn't either. You notice I didn't post one back though.
No, she said something about being best friends. I don't know what the fuck that is.
I don't have best friends. I don't even have friends. No one can stand me. I'm well aware of that. And the older I get, the meaner I get.
You're just a crotchety old man.
I'm a crotchety old man at 33. I can't wait till I'm 60. I'm going to be that guy they make movies about. Like, that guy who fucking lives in that house? That fucking asshole? He's been a dick since the day I ever met him.
Gran Torino reshot by Bobo.
Clint Eastwood is my idol. That guy's just a crotchety old man, and that's me. Already.
I fucking hated that movie.
Did you really?
He was terrible in it.
Oh, he's a crotchety old man.
I guess, but man, he was terrible in it. I don't know.
He is actually, to be honest, he's hit or miss for me.
Yeah.
So,
anyways,
I digress off that.
I'll be posting about my hatred for Gran Torino.
I think you should write up a Gran Torino movie review and put it on the website this week. Put that on the list. You need to write a movie review for Gran Torino and put it on the Facebook on the website.
Oh, I've already written it. It sucks.
Okay, well, I need you to flesh out a little bit. I need to understand the depths of what bothers you about Clint Eastwood's character. What didn't you like about his interpretation?
I'm going to do a 5-word review.
Fuck you, this shit sucks.
No, it's just going to be like, sucked, bad actor, slightly racist.
Two of those words I'm okay with.
Two of those?
Slightly racist.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're okay with it being slightly
racist?
Whatever.
There's worse things out there. Oh, can we talk about slight racism real quick?
Sure.
Well, not slight. You have a good example of real racism on Facebook that I want to read.
Yes, I do.
Okay, let's bring that up.
Okay. So let's go. Let's go.
When oversharing on Facebook goes wrong.
Right.
When keeping it real goes wrong.
Well played. So, yeah, again, you run into problems when you want to post every goddamn thought that comes through your mind on Facebook.
Yes.
One case in point is the mayor of West York, Pennsylvania, the ex-mayor of West York, Pennsylvania, got himself into a little hot water when he took his politics a little too far on Facebook.
Explain.
Well, he posted some other things. I'll get to the quote unquote joke that he told on here, but he posted some other things like he compared the Obamas to apes.
Slow down a second.
Okay.
You're not giving this guy justice. So the mayor's name is Charles Wasco. You got to call out the offenders here.
Yes.
He's a real piece of shit.
Yes.
I mean, he posted a picture of, is it orangutans or gorillas or some kind of ape?
Yes, I think it was orangutans.
Okay, orangutans with a wheelbarrow, and under it he wrote, "Moving day at the White House."
That's pretty fucking terrible.
Yes. No, it's a wheelbarrow with I'm looking at the actual post now. It's a wheelbarrow full of orangutans, and it says, "Moving day at the White House."
So that is a fucking terrible picture, and the craziest thing is, this asshole, this went national news.
Oh yeah,
about him.
Yes,
he had to resign, or he didn't have to. He finally resigned. He put up a pretty good fight, but he finally resigned and didn't take any of this shit down off his Facebook page.
It's still up there. We should link to it. Let's put the website. We'll link to his Facebook. It's still up there. This Facebook profile is active right now, Charles Wasco, and it's public. You can go look at it. Do you want to read what you think the worst thing is he posted, though?
I do.
Okay.
So he posted a little joke here. I'm going to read this verbatim, even though it's
Is it dicey? Should we call Wayne up? We need to get Wayne back on the podcast to read this joke.
Yes.
Am I going to be uncomfortable because I'm of the wrong skin color?
You might. Yeah,
okay.
You are. Okay, so young black kid asks his mother, "Mama, what is socialism and what is racism?" Well, child, socialism is when the white folks work every day so we can get all our government entitlement stuff for free. You know, like free cell phones for each family member, rent subsidies, food stamps, EBT, WIC, free school breakfast, lunch, and in some places supper, free healthcare, utilities, and on and on. You know, that's socialism. But mama, don't white people get pissed off about that? Sure they do, honey. That's called racism. And in parentheses, he put, never was it more simply explained. That's fucked up.
That's not even a joke.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Oh, I bet you he laughed his little racist ass off.
Oh, he is a racist.
Oh my god, dude, that, like, I read that and I don't know if he posted that, like, after. If anybody wants to go, this post was on August 31st. It takes you a while. This motherfucker posts.
He posts all the time. They're all racist.
Yeah,
he posts the most ridiculous shit still.
But I don't know if this was after, like, the stories, you know, really started taking, because I didn't see this, like, in the news. Actually,
I don't even think that's the worst one. You want to hear the worst one I think he posted?
Sure.
So he posted one. Do you remember when was it Clint Eastwood again who did that empty chair speech?
Yes.
Okay, so was that at the Republican National Convention?
And the last one with Mitt Romney, yes.
Yeah, so in 2012, Clint Eastwood gave a speech basically talking to an empty chair that was supposed to be a representation of Obama, I believe.
Yes, it was.
In 2012 at the Republican National Convention.
Just made him look crazy, but yes.
And so this mayor, Charles Wasco, he posted a picture of Clint Eastwood with a noose. And he wrote, Barry, this rope is for you. You want to bring that empty chair over here?
Yeah, that's uncomfortable.
Yeah, really uncomfortable. Especially if you live in West York and that's your mayor talking on Facebook. Because at that point, you're sharing your personal thoughts, but you're an elected official. So your thoughts matter to these people because they've elected you for your thoughts.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People should stop using Facebook. Especially people like Charles Wasco. He hasn't obviously learned his goddamn lesson because he still posts every day.
Oh, yeah.
I remember when a ex-friend of ours got fired from her job by posting on Twitter about her boss.
Right.
And then was shown the door promptly the same day. She was bitching about her boss or something, and yeah.
I mean, I don't know if this disclaimer needs to be said anymore because I don't understand how people don't get it. Don't fucking post on social media about your job. It's gonna get back to them, and they're gonna fire you.
Yeah, seriously. If you work at, the fucking glue factory, don't be posting "fuck this glue factory" bullshit on Friday at 4 p.m. when you're walking out the door. Don't put that on your Facebook. You might want to not hit send on that post.
Fuck my boss. He just laid down 4 new dead horses on my desk, and now I gotta make them all into fucking glue. This is goddamn ridiculous.
Who is your boss? Fucking Hercules? Just lays 4 horses on your goddamn desk?
Maybe they were.
And what's your desk made out of? Titanium?
Maybe they were ponies.
Dwarf horses?
Hey, it's all glue.
It's all the same glue. Well, probably different kinds of glue. You think different horses make different kinds of glue? Like, what kind is Elmer's? And what kind is wood glue? You think gorillas make gorilla glue?
Maybe. I have no... I am uneducated when it comes to the glue making process.
I gotta get to the bottom of this.
I see tomorrow you're gonna be on the Wikipedia page about how to make glue.
I've already found my Wikipedia rabbit hole for tomorrow, and it's how to make glue.
And and I'm sure that it's not made out of horses anymore. But where did that?
It might be. Honestly, it might be. How do you know?
Little horse parts in there.
I mean, what's the difference between a horse and a pig and a cow? What the fuck's the difference?
You know where they really fucked up?
What?
They didn't have Mr. Ed's glue. Where? Mr. Ed.
Oh! That's a dated reference. That show was in black and white, motherfucker.
Yeah, but I know. Really, do people not know Mr. Ed?
I don't know. We'll put that as a poll. Do you know who Mr. Ed is? Horse is a horse, of course, but everyone. The horse.
But is there another famous
horse?
Yeah.
BoJack Horseman.
What now?
That cartoon on...
I don't watch cartoons.
Okay, well, it's...
I'm an adult.
Aww. Dude.
That's not true. They had the Simpsons marathon on, and I was watching a ton of that.
Yeah, fuck you.
Fucking love The Simpsons.
The Simpsons is G-rated fucking humor compared to the shit they put on Adult Swim now.
I don't care. Anyways.
Don't share on social media. That's all I wanted to say about it. That's all I really got.
But so we have examples.
Yes.
Other than this, we every week this is a battle. So
it is a battle, all right.
It definitely is a battle. We have so we wanted to come in with examples. So we both have an example separate of everything else we've talked about tonight. We're going to go over those, and then you can go on our website and vote on who has the better example of oversharing on Facebook.
So who wants to go first here? You want to open up the pictures
Sure,
I sent you? So
I'll do it.
Mine, you have to go on the website. Mine's a little visual.
Okay.
This is a person on Facebook. I don't know them personally. Again, it's like an acquaintance because I have a lot of people through Dog Show World that I don't actually know. This is an acquaintance. I don't know them. They probably don't even know me.
Okay.
That's my point, though. I don't even know this person really.
Okay.
This stuff is, if they're sending it out on Facebook, even if you have different, social groups and privacy levels, I'm getting this, and I'm basically nobody to them.
Okay.
So I'm assuming everybody's getting it.
Sure.
This person is having some ongoing medical issues of a very gruesome variety.
Oh.
And is continually posting pictures of said gruesome battle.
Okay.
So why don't you go ahead and open up the pictures that I sent you?
How bad is this going to be?
It's on Facebook, but it's...
Oh, what the fuck?
Dude, yeah.
Oh. So, wait, is this... Oh! What the fuck? Dude, that's so disgusting.
Right.
What is their problem?
I don't know. I never actually read the post long enough to figure out what the problem is with this person because the pictures are so revolting to me I can't get through them.
Dude, those are fucking nasty. It looks like their skin is just rotting away.
Basically. That's what it looks like to me. I'm not sure what the issue is.
So, what was that drug? So there was a drug that came out, that hit the streets, I don't know, like 2 years ago.
Meth. Please say meth.
It wasn't meth. Oh man, I don't remember what it was, but it literally made your skin rot off your bone.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now. I don't know the name of it though. I know what you mean though.
This shit reminds. Oh, this is nasty.
Isn't that bad?
I'm not putting all these pictures up.
Would you? I'm saying though, would you be honest with me, Travis?
Okay,
those pictures are out of line, right? Like that is way too much to post on Facebook. Why would you want everybody to see this stuff? And this is what, Travis, I'm not joking. They're posting this stuff basically every couple days.
That's fucking disgusting.
Different pictures like this to show the progress every couple days. It's fucking awful.
That's revolting. And that is way too much.
If you're having an ongoing battle with something, you can just post like, hey, feeling a little better today. Now, or feeling a little worse, we'll see what happens though. I mean, you don't have to post that. I don't need goddamn proof.
Okay. Here's where I'm going to justify it just a touch.
Okay.
So every once in a while you see on Reddit where people post things about their health problems.
Yes.
And from time to time, somebody will say, hey, have you checked this out? Because my, third cousin had this that, they diagnosed this and it comes back and that's what they had. So really Reddit helped them diagnose their illness. So I can sort of understand if this person makes one post and maybe they have, they don't know, maybe you have somebody's seen this before. But if they're constantly posting these goddamn disgusting pictures, that's ridiculous.
That's what they're doing. I mean, at least weekly, if not more frequently at some points.
Oh God.
That's right.
All right. Well,
that's pretty gross, right?
Yeah, yours is fucking terrible.
It is terrible, dude.
All right.
This is my life. This is why when I open up Facebook, this is the shit I see. This is why I'm upset.
Bobo's got a Facebook post.
All I want to see are your fucking vacation photos, people, and your fucking delicious food you ate at 4-star Michelin star restaurants. That's all I really want to see.
So that person, they can make it better if they just took pictures of their disgusting legs on a beach.
That would be, at least that'd be 1 out of 10. All right, those pictures are a 0 out of 10. That make it at least a 1.
You know what? I hope that person is listening because your new aim in life, your new aim in life is to get that fucking cleared up. But your second goal here should be to just take pictures of your disgusting legs in different situations.
Third goal, download Tinder. Remember, we already talked about this.
Oh my God. Yeah. Get some fucking help that's not on Facebook. Oh my God.
Yeah, for illnesses like that, like I showed you, and you'll see on the website, maybe you don't want to just rely on Facebook. I mean, I know they're going to the doctor. I'm sure they're,
now if our audience can diagnose that,
they can't.
Please send it to us because
nobody's smart enough to go to med school or have ever interacted with someone that went to med school will be listening to this podcast.
Oh no, please email it because we'll promptly delete it because that's what that person gets. They do not get cured for inflicting the rest of us on it.
Dude, my eyes will never be cured.
Oh, that's disgusting.
That picture will haunt your dreams tonight.
I hate that is one thing I actually really slowed down on using Facebook. I don't know, like a year and a half ago or something like that.
Yeah.
There was a picture that was going around that was revolting. It was like a skin disease that, like, I think it was fake. No, it was actually even worse than that.
Ooh.
And it was like,
I want to find this picture.
It was like, and I even said something to my wife. I was like, you got to check this out because let me know if I'm being ridiculous, but this keeps popping up and people keep sharing it. And she's like, that's disgusting. And like both of us got like sick from just looking at the picture. It was terrible, and I'm not one to really get sick at looking at pictures.
Yeah, I'm not queasy, so it's okay. I can sit through looking at those. Yeah. I just don't fucking want to.
Right. All
right, what do you got for me?
All right, so mine is
okay.
I found this on the internet, on the Facebook internet.
Oh dear Lord, on the interwebs.
So this one is between two sisters, Julia and Molly. So Julia writes to Molly, "Hey sis, guess what? Just did my first anal." Smiley face. Oh, there's more. Molly comments, laughing my ass off. That's my little sis.
Okay.
Then the next one is...
This is a Facebook comment thread?
Right.
Okay.
The next comment is Julia coming back. Got it on camera, too. Smiley face.
This is turning into a real erotic story.
The next post is their mother.
Oh.
That's my daughter. I'm so proud.
Get the fuck out of here.
Smiley face. Then the sister chimes back in. LOL, send me the video. I want to see your face when it happened.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know what the...
Wow. The best part's the mother. I thought the mother was going to jump in and be like, you should be ashamed of me. You know what I mean? Like typical mother.
Right.
And you fucking blindsided me with that's my girl.
She's so proud.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's way too much. Way too much for... I was saying, that's just why.
And here's the thing.
You couldn't have sent that in a message?
That's what I was going to say. You couldn't text all three of these shitbags? Like, come on.
To be fair, people with this little class, because this is low class. This is about as low class as it gets. They probably don't have phones, so they probably have to use the internet. You can still use Facebook Messenger. So I'm not going to say text because they might not have phones.
Right.
Unless they have their Obama phones.
It does not. Yes. Oh, Jesus Christ. Thanks, Charles. Oh, my God. Yeah, that's just insane.
Wow. That's pretty nuts. Why would you... People every day amaze me with what they'll post.
There are
on
so
Facebook.
many questions about this post. There's so many questions I have.
Where's the video? How can I download it? What's the frame rate at? Is it coming HD?
Right. Well, I guess the first one would be, is she ever 18? But the
details.
I just my brain is broken. Why is it something that is such a momentous occasion that
I'm assuming that they've probably talked about it before, since
I would guess so.
That's probably why. He said, "Hey, guess what? Find this thing we talked about all those times."
Hey, you know what though?
What?
You know what the silver lining in all this is? At least these idiots can't get pregnant doing that.
Let me tell you something. That ain't all they did.
Oh, they probably have kids.
They probably do have kids. Hey, can I tell about the honorable mention story that I found?
Yeah.
That we talked about. I'm going to bring it up. I'm not going to put this person's name out there, but another example of where we're sharing that we were going to bring in. I was going to bring in as my problem until I remember those disgusting fucking pictures.
Oh God, those, yeah.
But we have a acquaintance,
yes,
that we know of that posted on Facebook. People like to post these giant life updates.
Right.
I've done it before.
Sure.
Not graphic details about my life, but just like, hey, this one, I'm having some thoughts, post a little Facebook note.
You did two, I think it was 2 New Year's days ago. Like 2 years or a year and a half ago or 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It was, you did a whole thing about things you wanted to do like in your upcoming year.
Yeah.
So, so that's an example, but it was, one of the things was get this podcast going.
It was tasteful, I thought.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, and poignant. So this one was none of these.
No.
This was someone posting about how they were having a rough time since they moved cities and then got involved in an affair with a married man, which resulted in a pregnancy, which they then had aborted.
All on Facebook. And then talked about their jobs that they got fired from after that and the problems they were going through with that and having a job. And I guess now they have a good job and another boyfriend. All that in like the span of about a page of text. The best part about it was all the detail that went into how shitty of a year they had.
Yes.
And then it basically just summed up with, I have a boyfriend, my job's great, I love my roommates, goodbye.
You could have just written the last paragraph. It said, hey, things are rough, but I got a good boyfriend now, got a good roommate, got a good job, things are going better for me, so what's up? You didn't have to post about the goddamn marriage you probably wrecked. You could have left that out for everybody. Didn't need to know about that.
The abortion was a little over the line.
No, that was a little over the line. Didn't really need to know about your abortion.
Right. It's okay, people, to just say I'm having a bad year.
Or the family your life you might have ruined.
Right.
I just, maybe, how's your boyfriend feel about that? Did he approve of that post? Would he want you to tell that to everybody? I don't know.
So you're staring at that post.
My brain's exploding looking at that post.
Do you like it?
No.
Do you put a frowny face on it?
I don't acknowledge that I saw it.
But if you were inclined to be a person that wanted to react to it, I don't even know how to react to that one. Like,
I would probably use the. I know you have the new Facebook icons. I would use the wow one, the wide open eyes one. Like, oh my god, you fucking idiot! Why did you post all this?
Yeah.
If I ever post the wow on your Facebook, that's what that means, people. It means, Jesus Christ, please take this down.
I will give her, hey, listen, I'll give her a little bit of credit. She at least didn't tag the guy that she was having an affair with. I mean, that would have been better.
Or the Facebook profile of the aborted fetus.
Aww. Do they just hand them out at birth now? Or non-birth?
Yeah, they do. Didn't get that far, Travis. Oh. We'll try again next time.
Wah, 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 wah. All right. So, yeah, that one was, but
I see these examples almost daily of things like this.
Right.
And I just, you know what? I don't understand it. It bothers the shit out of me. People, stop doing it. Please, for the love of God. Just do what I do. You bottle your problems up deep down. You don't tell anybody. And you use that rage to fuel the fires of your life.
Yes.
Whatever happened to that? Or drinking it to excess. Whatever. I don't care.
Hey, we all deal with our shit in different ways. And we're just telling you the way that you deal with it by posting on Facebook is wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
So, let's get into a PW Bugs.
All right, PW Bugs. What do you got for us this week, Travis? You got anything?
I think you have something for us.
I do?
Yes.
What do I have for us?
Do you really not remember? The Trump thing?
Oh, yeah! You're right, I do have something. This does piss me off. Okay.
All right.
I don't want to get... So, I'm going to preface this because I've got a problem lately.
I got a problem. People are going to hear about it.
I've got a problem. You're all going to hear about it unless you turn off the podcast right about now. Okay. I don't like talking about politics at all lately because the climate for politics has become so unpalatable for me.
Right.
It's just impossible to have a decent conversation about it.
I also think it's becoming too ingrained in our lives. We need to step back. People got to stop caring about politics every second of the day.
Thank you. I agree.
Yes.
It used to be like one segment of your conversation.
Yep.
Now it's like a whole line in the sand thing.
Right.
And if you're not on the one side, you're fucking dead to me now.
Right.
Again, Facebook's part of the problem with that because before Facebook, I never fucking knew what your personal politics were to this level. You know, you might have been Democrat, Republican. Maybe you talk about it at a wedding somewhere, at the bar somewhere, and that's it. I might not know. I don't even fucking care.
Right.
Now, everyone has these Facebook posts, and it's like, I don't care if you don't like this. If you don't like it, unfriend me. And then they post some fucking ridiculous racist shit. That's slang for when someone puts on their Facebook profile, I don't care if you unfriend me for this post. Let me tell you what's going to follow that post. A goddamn racist diatribe from InfoWars. That's exactly what's happening.
Yeah.
But,
anywho.
In defense of InfoWars, no. So, just kidding. I'm not ever going to defend that. Here's the thing. I'm very sick of the media lately. And everyone's probably saying that. Okay. Everyone, the common thing now is to rag on the media.
Right.
But since Trump has been elected, and to preface this, I did not vote for Trump. not a Trump supporter. I'm not hugely anti-Trump, though. You know why? It does no good. At this point,
right.
You know what? I'm going to be optimistic. Sure. Maybe things will change. Maybe things will be different, and I'm going to give it a chance. He's
our president, and you got to hope for the best because the opposite is bad for all of us.
Exactly. So, if you want to be one of those gloom and doomers saying, "Oh, we're fucked in America. This is over. We're done." That's fine. You know what? It does no good.
Right.
At least give it a chance because guess what? In the short term, nothing is changing.
Listen, we're all scared. Just put up a good front.
Right. Exactly. But you know what? Cross your fingers and hope.
Yes.
Whatever at this point. It's going to happen, so you might as well just fucking, you know what? Have an open mind about it.
Sure.
So, but the media does not have an open mind about it. The mainstream media. See, I'm talking about the alphabet soup networks. NBC, ABC, CBS, MSNBC. They don't have an open mind about this.
Right.
They are basically using Trump's election as a platform to turn mainstream journalism into editorials. Okay. And I have a huge problem with it because this is what's happening. The last couple of weeks have been a lot of articles about Trump's vast business empire and the conflicts of interest that it might have as president.
Okay.
So people are saying that Trump, all these headlines are written in such a way they say Trump conflict of interest looms large over America or Trump must divest business interests for conflict of interest. And they write these articles about Trump's vast business empire and about all these potential conflicts of interest. And usually, but not always, but usually they'll throw it in the middle, like one sentence in the middle of the article or at the very end of the article. They'll note that the conflict of interest, the normal laws that apply to it, don't apply to the office of the president.
So basically, they're all this shit about fake news, they're kind of creating their own fake news.
Yes, because they're saying it could be a potential problem. They're trying to frame it like, oh, it's a big problem, but they might not apply to the president.
Right.
Let me tell you something, people. I'm just going to put this out there. The president cannot have conflicts of interest. If you didn't know that, that's because you're reading the news the way they want you to read it. The president, let me repeat this, cannot have conflicts of interest. They are elected to the office of the presidency, and they're basically exempt from those rules because of that.
Right.
So, if Trump has a goddamn business venture with an airline company, doesn't fucking matter. Because
I mean, what you're saying is they can't have they can't be held responsible for a conflict of interest. They can still have them,
right?
And it can be apparent that he may be steering his governance to whatever platform he wants to go to, but it is not a.
There's nothing actionable you can do about it.
Right? There's no repercussions.
That's
for
correct.
It.
As of right now, there are none. And let me tell you something. When he's president, there won't be any because he'll make executive orders to fix it.
Right.
So it ain't happening to people. All these articles you're reading about it, it's just the media being sour grapes.
But that is the conversation that should be happening. It's not that it might happen. Is that the awareness should be out there that he can do this and there's nothing we can do about it.
Right. But that's not the PW Bugs part of it. To me, the PW Bugs this week is that the media has basically added themselves as left-leaning. And for years, most people have known this or had inklings that the media leans left. If you don't think that, you're fucking stupid.
Right.
And if you didn't think it before this election, I'll give you a pass. But since Trump's been elected, if you've been reading the news at all in the last month and you can't see the slant and how they're writing these stories to do this to Trump, you're out of your fucking mind. And that's what pisses me off, is it's basically given them carte blanche to say, we can kind of slant left now and it's okay. And it's not okay. I was okay with it being veiled underneath the guise of mainstream journalism, but now it's so out in the open how biased they are against Trump that it's no longer journalism to me.
I understand your point. I don't want to get into a long thing about this. I don't
either.
But because I slightly disagree with you on this.
Okay.
Not that the media is left leaning or anything like that. But my wife and I were talking about this and about how every fucking move that he makes is now headline news. And how this has never really happened with any other president.
Oh, absolutely. Agree with you 100%.
But the reason why this is happening and why this is is because he himself is a spectacle.
Yeah,
and so
he got elected being a spectacle.
Right. So he himself has brought this on himself. Like,
yes.
And where I disagree with you about the left, it's so insane. I guess I'll use that word, insane. What is happening that all bets are off with criticizing what he does. I mean, if you criticize him, you may get a rise out of him at 3:00 in the morning on Twitter.
That's true.
So then it makes even better news. So,
so I don't have a problem with what you're saying.
Right.
But again, my problem starts with you agreeing with me. Because you say the media leans left. And they've outed themselves as leaning left at this point.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. But my point is, they're no longer trying to be unbiased when they write these stories now. They're trying to write them in a certain slant. And it bothers me that it's gotten to this point where we can no longer have an unbiased media.
I mean, yeah, we haven't had one in a very long time.
I think it's as bad as it's ever been. And unfortunately, there's been a lot of this whole talk about fake news, and we were going to talk about it, but we'll probably save it for another episode about fake news in the podcast, fake news, and on Facebook and on Twitter, and all these fake news stories and these half facts being thrown around as memes on Facebook.
Right.
This unbiased, now biased media.
Yeah.
It fuels the fire for that, though, because if you don't think you can trust the media, you will go to these alternate news sources like Breitbart, InfoWars, and that's your news now because it leans right. Maybe, or it leans crazy, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
Little column A, little column B. But it leans just like the mainstream media leans now.
Right.
So what's the fucking difference?
Sure. So, I mean, yeah, I listen, I agree. I would love, I just
want to go back to an unbiased media.
Right.
Or at least one network. Like, is there anybody out there that is willing to write these stories from an unbiased view and not make sensationalized headlines and just write the news so I can consume it in a way and make my own opinion still? That's all I fucking want. And I don't feel like I can get that anywhere now.
Yeah, it's such big business. That,
I think the last rock has tumbled off the cliff, so to speak. There, it was like the last straw that broke the camel's back as far as the media and how news is reported to me.
Yeah,
Trump's election it just kicked it the last centimeter off the edge of the cliff.
Yep. Well.
And it bothers me because it saddens me. Like, my grandfather was in the news. He was a journalist for 30 years with CBS, and he'd roll in his grave if he knew it was happening now, I think.
Yeah.
And he was a goddamn bleeding heart liberal. But I think he had more integrity to at least hide that beneath the surface when he reported the news. You know what I mean? And I don't think now they have to do that.
Yeah, I don't think informing the people is the forefront of what they consider to be, how they go about presenting their facts.
Right. So,
and that's a shame.
Just a little side about that. It just bothers shit out of me.
So now that you're all depressed and shit, thanks for listening.
Yeah, thanks for listening. So, it's Prestige Worldwide, the podcast. The number is 747 banging.
That's right. 747-226-4464.
Come join the Real Mile High Club and leave us a voicemail, comments about some. I want to hear. So for this week's voicemails, I want to hear your examples of oversharing on Facebook. Call in with some examples.
Yeah,
I want to hear what you're down in the trenches, on the field, ground level, what you were seeing on Facebook. We'll play them on the air, maybe.
Sure,
if they're good enough. I want just call in. I want to hear some stories about that.
Yeah,
and if you think those pictures are fucking disgusting, I want to hear about that too.
Oh God,
I'm gonna win this week.
I mean,
you can't beat shock value, buddy.
I mean, mom, sister, and daughter talking about anal. That's pretty shocking.
No, I got the graphic shock value this time, man.
We'll see. So, anyways, thanks for listening.
Well, you got to give them all the websites. Listen.
I was getting there.
Were you?
I was.
Well, fucking get there then. Hurry this shit up.
You already said pwthepodcast.com. And then we got to go Instagram, /PW the Podcast.
Yep.
Twitter, Facebook. Oh, it's PW the Podcast. I think you're seeing a correlation here.
Is it a trend? Are we starting a trend?
We are.
And it's Prestige Worldwide on iTunes, SoundCloud, search for us, you'll find us.
Yep.
And, all the social media sites, whatever. But we really want to hear your voicemails. That's all I really give a shit about. Or you can comment on Facebook too, but, be careful. I don't want to get in your fucking drama on Facebook. So don't be starting posting too much personal shit on our Facebook. I'm going to delete the goddamn comment.
I you know what? I'm going to go the opposite. If you were going to post a lot of personal shit on Facebook, tag us in it.
I'm okay with that. If you're getting divorced this week, I want you to tag us in the post so we can read along.
Oh, please God, let that happen.
I will post those all. That'd be great. So anyone out there that's going through a life-changing event on Facebook, if they're having like a sex change operation coming up,
oh yeah,
maybe they're getting married, maybe they're getting divorced, whatever.
We'd like to be a part of your life.
Yep, tag us in it. We want to be a part of your oversharing.
There we go.
All right, thanks a lot for listening, and we will see you all next week.